Sergeant America coming at you, boom! Going back to my iPad on this one. My phone is upstairs, my wife is asleep, the baby's asleep, it's probably 5 in the morning. I wanted to do some reviews since I was up and going. I'm flipped onto my night schedule and I'm working nights. That's why I'm not on the Comic Book Roundtable on Oddfellow Thoughts channel. So this is all just interesting to pop back into to do some reviews. Suicide Squad, the metal tie-in. This was really nice. This was, of course, Cedric on art. That beautiful cover art you see is what's inside the book. The art definitely would have maybe pick up the other tie-ins and stuff like that. This is just a fun story. I'm not committed to it, so it was good. I was able to pick it up for $3, enjoy it. Love the Cedric art. The Suicide Squad, Green Arrow, Nightwing are all attempting to get to Gotham, and there's a big mountain or something going on in there. Like I said, very loosely am I able to figure out what's going on, but I am able to understand it enough to enjoy and read what I was reading. So, when it comes to my independence, I did pick up Shadowman with Ray Serdman. I like the cover. It was very nice. There was a couple options out there. I had not been picking up Shadowman. I decided to pick it up again. Elliot Rull was the writer on this one. It's another one of those compacts with the devil musicians. Starts with a guy who's on the crossroads, goes to wants to play the guitar better than anybody, so you get 5 years and then the devil gets your soul. And so evidently the same contract must have been done by Ray. I didn't really know them, even though I did a mannequin challenge. I didn't know what the music was. You know, I'm usually out of it. It was just a good telling. I mean, it was a very Tales from the Crypt Keeper kind of feel to the book. And it was nice. I've often liked the Shadowman series. The artwork in it was definitely still strong by Renato Gioz. So I definitely recommend that. I mean, it's definitely made me interested in picking up, maybe seeing how the whole series goes. Issue number 31, like I said, Manifest Destiny. This is what started my pull list. I grabbed this one. I've been definitely enjoying it at this point. We're somewhere near the South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa border of the Missouri River. And definitely enjoying this. Technically, I think our part of it is the Sioux River. Sioux tribes is what is the area that they're in, hence Sioux City, Sioux Falls, my area. It was very interesting to read this. They had issues in their camp with a fog that makes them go crazy. They figured out a counter remedy. Sacagawea has had her baby. It is a male boy, but she does not feel good about. She's distancing herself, keeping herself emotionally unattached. So it'll be interesting to see what the child means to them. Also picked up Rat Queen's special Orc Dave one-shot. Dave is a druid, basically. He has like these little blue birds in his beard. I definitely have always loved this character. It was a very good one. When he was inside another group that was not the Rat Queens, the Daves, I think is what they were. I think there were 4 or 5 guys named Dave. It was definitely good to see like how he got his history. You know, it's passed on from father to son to father to son. It was very good to see this book, and it was, definitely, like I said, wonderful story. The artwork, should flip real quick and tell you, Max Dunbar was the illustrator, so definitely enjoyed it for that reason too. Things I did not enjoy. The Avengers, here we are, 672. Perfect time to jump into it, right? It does tell you, though, it's the part 1 of a series, side by side with the Champions. This was one group hates. This is one group that's dynamically opposed to the other group. Our Avengers and the Champions, they see the Champions as the junior Avengers. There's personal conflict between just about most of the characters in here. there's the idea that maybe there's another Earth on the other side of the sun. They go to prove it. Dialogue was clunky. I mean, it could be mixed interactive, because like one person would talk and then it would be like continued by another person, and that's what it felt like. It could have been any of the characters saying a lot of this stuff. You know, there was very little character voice in here, and the very constructed conflict and all that. It's kind of like when you're told how to write a story, so you do it. It's not good. Old Man Logan, 29. I've been enjoying this one. This series is good with Maestro is in our world now, or in the Marvel world, and causing conflict. He's got a bunch of different Hulks, and they have bombs strapped to them, and they're getting ready to blow the whole thing up. So definitely been enjoying this. Deodato art, of course, is also why I jumped back onto it. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Well, Nick Fury Jr., like I said, continues to be amazing. This is definitely a sleeper hit for me. If you're into the idea of like the old 90s or 80s Bond, so it's a little too much, gets into crazy situations, gets out of the crazy situations the same way. It's that ACO art is just amazing in this book that I've been enjoying, the pops of colors. This is a take on the Hound of Baskervilles. Let me just look at the pop of color in that. The idea, it is a Hound of Baskervilles kind of take. Sherlock Holmes' wonderful story, a monster on the moors killing people. But then it's, Nick Fury and Hydra, and how did that tie together? So definitely been enjoying that one. Infamous Ironman. This is the last one, issue 12. I love this run. I definitely recommend people get this in trade, find old back issues cheap. It's just a wonderful book. Of course, I never do like paying the $4 cover price, but still, it was worth it for this one. At the end, Doom and Doctor Strange are fighting Mephisto. They figure out Mephisto is the person who has been setting this all up with Doom Iron Man, that he's created a fake mother for him, that Reed Richards is not back. It was really just Mephisto in disguise, and there's like 5 pages of Mephisto dialoguing, huge boxes of dialogue. Because, you do get this wonderful, here's the big battle, so it's the two of them versus Mephisto. It's very good. That's excellent. That's what you want. What you do not want is 5 pages of this, where he is just telling them, I know I'm going to lose, this is all just to torture him, blah, 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 blah. Who wants that? Really, that was the worst part of this whole thing. At the end, Doom is still trying to apologize to people. To Ben Grimm, he gives kind of a vacation, a home away from home. He decides, Maria Hill, I believe, to take down some aim for her. He's still trying to prove he is Iron Man. There is some question on, is he then a good guy? Has he been truly manipulated by Mephisto this whole time? To figure out, he's got to find Iron Man. So I believe him and Riri Williams and the new Iron Man are going to team up, look for Iron Man. Tempted. Got to find out what's going on with that. I hear flushing above me. I believe that's my wife waking up. So I'll wrap this up with one last book. Picked up this from the Dollar Wall, Iron Man #1. Bendis, Pacelli, Posner, I think was the artist. It was just weird because it's Spider-Man versus Blackheart. So, it's like way outside of his power. This is right after Secret Wars, I believe. So that he is now in the 616, interacting with everybody. It was a good story, though. I really enjoyed it. I'm thinking about trying to find it if I can on the cheap wall. Enjoying Miles Morales. So, have to see how this all goes. If they keep starting them over, I guess I'll keep reading them. That's it. Love my books. Catchphrase.